FilmWeek on Air Talk on 89.3 KPCC, and we're tweeting live on Twitter throughout the course of the hour, so you can provide feedback to what our critics are having to say about each of the films. I'm joined by critics Claudia Puig of USA Today, and from Variety, Lael Loewenstein. Let's talk about a documentary, Most Valuable Players. It follows 3 high school musical theater troupes as they compete for a coveted award on live television. Matthew Collis is the director of the unrated movie. Lael, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed this film. You know, it comes out at a very propitious moment, given the enthusiasm right now for shows like Glee, for the High School Musical series. This is, as you said, a documentary, and it has all the spirit and enmity and energy of what you see in those shows.
It actually also has a lot of poignance too, because one of the people who was behind it was diagnosed with
rheumatoid arthritis.
No, the guy who was diagnosed with melanoma.
Right.
Yeah, this is like the Tony Awards for this part of the world's high school actors, and it's also a musical theater event in itself. So anyone who enjoys Glee, High School Musical, and it also has sort of that spellbound quality where you have the competition going, and you're kind of rooting for people. I predicted to my daughter, I know who's going to win.
Yeah, right.
And she liked watching because she's involved in musical theater in high school herself. But so I think everybody who likes Glee, which is a huge audience, and it's nicely done. It's set in Pennsylvania, and it kind of covers the high schools, I think, in New England to Pennsylvania, that whole general North Atlantic area.
Right. There's three main high schools, I think.
Well, there's 27 high schools involved.
But there's 3 that are sort of focused on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not a watcher of the fictional Glee show. Mm-hmm. How close is the reality depicted in the documentary to the kind of stuff you see on Glee?
Well, there's one part where 2 high schools have chosen to perform the exact same musical, Les Mis, but by sheer coincidence, and there's cutting back and forth because we made our decision long before they announced theirs. No, actually, we had planned ours way before they announced it, and so there's actually a split screen where you see the different duets that are taking place from each school, and it's really very
and that
funny.
is actually a lot like Glee. There's I'd say Glee goes a little bit more into sort of interpersonal issues and stuff, but this is more about these 3 schools. But I thought it was a well done documentary, and it's particularly fun for anybody who enjoys musicals.
Yeah, and you're right, there is a real poignance to it, and it also covers just the whole way that sports is funded so greatly in these communities, but the performing arts
education
is not. Yeah. And that's why these local awards, which are televised, the Freddie Awards, came to be, to sort of bring attention to the performing arts. So I thought it was a lot of fun.
So making performing arts competitive, like sports.
Exactly.
You might say it's the real life counterpart to the fictional Glee.
Exactly, and it even seems to share similar characters and similar scenarios. It's a really entertaining documentary about high school musical theater competition in Pennsylvania, the Freddie Awards.
The Tony Awards for high school musical theater actors.
It's a lot of fun, and I think worth seeing.
Definitely. And kids are compelling in it?
Definitely. And
compelling. The overall story is told in a compelling. The kids and the adults are compelling.
You should be able to find some very good personalities in a movie like that. Most Valuable Players is unrated.